welcome to another edition of, hell with that. Anyway, just the update video. Just made the one video again this week. Really do intend to make more videos, but it just doesn't happen. Winter now, you know, there's always something, and it just creates more other things you have to do, and blah 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 blah, and there's just, yeah, just, anyway, I have lots of distractions. It's just a fact. But anyway, today's video is Earth sucks. Really isn't as bad as I think it is. Well, that I thought it was. Yeah. Thinking it over, it wasn't a bad video, frankly. I always think it was like a 20% video, and it's really got to be at least a 50% video. Yeah, it's because the average video. Ugh. Anyway, at least, maybe, could be. So again, on the website, links provided, and only one in 100 of you will follow the link. That is, 1 in 100 people that watch this video. Yeah, so it's going to be like 100 people in the end, something like that. And of those, whatever, 50% of them will be haters. But anyway, it doesn't, it has been and always will be, and blah 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 blah. This medium just isn't really made for just making these kind of videos. So different, there needs to be more. I'm just looking for some formal kind of debate, in terms of not formal in the sense of a bunch of formal language, formal in the sense of you actually have to argue the subject. That you have a subject and you have to stay on the subject. Those kind of things need to, got to do that kind of stuff. I think that would help. But yeah, there's a whole audience thing. It's finding audience. I just think there would be an audience for, I'm back to sort of the vloggerdom notion, of two women enter a contest, a debating contest. It needs to be some sort of theater of debate. Instead of all of these fake, professional wrestling style battles, real battles over ideas, and some real way to measure the quality of an argument. And I guess that's the real part that's really difficult to do. I think, everybody can have their own definition of what looks like, it's like defining pornography. Defining a winning argument or a correct argument or a very good argument, is kind of as subjective as, and that's a problem. But I don't think it's something that can't be overcome as a problem in terms of finding an audience that is, finding a jury that's intelligent enough not to fall for the fake bullshit. Oh, he looks so nice, and his, look, his mother's sitting next to him. Some sort of, falling for bullshit rather than recognizing that, you're being bullshitted by, lawyer tricks and this and that. There's jurors that can be smart enough to know they're being manipulated, and people who aren't smart enough. But anyway, that's a whole nother subject, right? Yes. Not a bad subject, really. I mean, this whole idea of creating more objective ways of analyzing everything there is to analyze. So, it slightly bends into almost the physics argument in terms of, one of my arguments against conventional physics is that it's all so underproven. They just keep talking as if they know something for certain when they don't have enough evidence for any kind of certainty. But anyway, yeah. So, watch the video or not. I'm not going to sell it. And what's the point, right? Because who am I selling it to? A small little audience. So I'm trying to convince a small little audience, a small part of a small part of a small part of an audience, to go watch a video. That's just not very useful. And there's just so few first-time viewers. So I guess if you're a first-time viewer of this particular video, yeah, I'm going to seem kind of rambly on him, yeah. So, yeah, I didn't make a very good impression. Sorry. Pretty picture. Anyway, so, whatever. Google sucks. Oh, yeah, just to throw in another Google dig. You know, they won't even let me now link to, I mean, I can't put in a comment a link to any of my websites. So they've now banned them in some way. So last week I was able to respond to somebody by linking to a video on the website. And all of a sudden this week I can't, you know. And so it's like they're banning the content on the website now, you know, in a sense. It's just such a, and this is a search engine company. This is the company controlling the library, and they're just making books disappear. Yeah. That's the people you have in control, is a company that doesn't mind making content disappear. Really bad. Bad idea. You should at least be able to say, yeah, well, if I was to reinvent the internet, yeah, I wouldn't do it that way. I wouldn't let the biggest marketing company in the world, the biggest seller of advertisements, be the gatekeeper for the library. Yeah, that would be stupid. You could at least concede that. Anyway. So, yeah, that's enough of a video. Okay. So till the next time. And such. So forth and whatnot. Oh, old fan. Yeah, I should have mentioned that. She was mentioned, you know, the her podcast, Antinatalism something or other podcast. Anyway, yeah, I don't remember the title. Was mentioned in a New York Times. You know, it's an editorial piece on the subject of not having kids, and I imagine it's kind of a fluff piece. You know, it's coming up with all these little fake reasons not to have kids, like, oh, the coronavirus, oh, don't have kids because, you know, the economy is going to explode. You know, when there was even more reason in the past not to have kids, right? I mean, if you're gonna say there was a time in history when it was worse to have kids, are you really going to say it was better to have kids during World War II? You know, that was a pretty bad time to have kids, and people had them all over the place. You know, then you go back before penicillin. That wasn't a very good time to have kids. Or before morphine. Well, that certainly wasn't a very good time to have kids. So, you know, there's never been a good time to have kids. Yeah. All right. So anyway, till the next time and such, and blah 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 blah. Yeah, sorry, I just can't even fake any kind of enthusiasm at all. Yeah. Ugh, it's really hard to endeavor to persevere sometimes. You really have to endeavor to persevere to endeavor to persevere. You have to double endeavor to persevere. So anyway, I'll try to do that better. The next time, and such, so forth and whatnot. Hit the right button.